are Necrosphinxes, top-tier monster hunters, in patch 6.3.1. First, for returning players, the Necrosphinx and RR thereof received collision attacks as of patch 5.1, so the best way to use them against infantry units is running through them. This will always be true. The animations on this thing are often so high, but unlike Nakari, not all of them, that you could outright miss short units, or not hit all of them that you want to. So keep that in mind as we move forward. Recruited for? Nope, just kidding. Costed 2,000 in multiplayer, but taking 3 turns to recruit in campaign, being the Apex Predator monster. On Ultra they come at 8,960 health, actually the lowest of the top end. Armor is 100, leadership a War Sphinx-like 60, speed 68, and charge speed 100 equal to that. Melee attack begins at 48, which is high but not ultra high. Attack interval 3.6 seconds means its downtime is less than average. Splash target size is large, so it'll divide damage among trolls or regular cavalry on down, and absolute max targets taking hit point damage is 6. The animations tend to do narrower damage than a bunch of others, but it depends. Melee defense of 40 is solid. Weapon strength 640 is top tier, split base 180, and armor piercing 460, with a mighty bonus versus large of 35. Again, a top tier monster level. Charge bonus is 52, so it has some real oomph that way regardless, and mass is 5500. Having no ranged weapon means this is a shorter video. Traits are Siege Attacker, Construct, Causes Fear, and Causes Terror. On to the redline skills. Stone Sentinels, which also improves Tomb Scorpions and Sepulchral Stalkers. At 3 pips grants melee attack plus 6, weapon strength plus 8%, and charge bonus plus 8 flat, all welcome. Ancient Stone grants rank 7 Sphinxes, leadership plus 5, weapon strength plus 12%, and spell resistance 15%. So that's plus 20% weapon strength from redline alone. In the tech tree, 6 Dynasties new Hearts of Stone would add plus 10 leadership, Underworld Gate adds plus 10 armor, plus 5 melee attack, and plus 5 melee defense to the Necrosphinx alone. Patronage grants plus 1 capacity. Necrotex can add plus 1 Legionnaire trees, and with the Patronage, the tier 5 building not just provides an extra capacity for plus 2 total, but combined with the initial benefit, each tier 5 building would grant plus 2 missile resistance per building per Necrosphinx. So how do we use the Necrosphinx? Notwithstanding this thing is so powerful it can lock down some pretty dangerous massive monsters on its own and win. Often you don't want to make it do that job alone, and often you want it freed up to pitch in and help the rest of your army too. So there are such considerations. But if the basics, Necrotech Proximity, Lord Proximity, aren't good enough for you, you probably want to indulge in using some magical support, either to prevent damage or to make it hit even more and maybe do even more damage. A simple cast of Cursed Blades would add plus 25% to its impressive melee damage for the duration, and on a Caster Lord or fully upgraded Priest, that would be 2 wins of magic only. Know your spells. This thing is designed for fighting the big boys, but you don't want them drowning in that role. And you don't want them to be fighting chaff all day without a plan, so either plop Vortex spells right on them, or just manipulate events so that ankle biters get taken care of. It is far from your worst option against many thorny footlords too. It's just especially good against anything on a mount and will shine in that role. Just never forget you have a really big arrow magnet, but it's not slow, and keeping it on the move may save it long term. Basically, it's quite powerful and you should use it with great aggression, but you'll get more if you make it hunt large targets first and provide the support to make that stick. Remember, it hits the hardest but isn't the toughest, and if all else fails, pull it out and charge it back from a better angle. That charge bonus isn't small. Take care and have fun cutting dragons down to size. Those man-eater mercenaries are getting hungry.